Hi guys, so for this week's grammar work, it's going to be asking you whether or not you should use the word more or most in a sentence. So the basic rule is this. You use the word more when you're only comparing two nouns. You're going to use the word most when you're comparing more than two nouns. Okay, so we're going to look at a few examples here to see when we use more and when we use most. Let's look at the first example. That is the blank ridiculous thing I have ever seen. So we're going to look at how many nouns are being compared. You have that, whatever that may be, is being compared to anything else that this person has ever seen. So that thing is the most ridiculous thing out of all of the other things they have seen. So you have one ridiculous thing being compared to everything else this person has seen. So this could be thousands of things because it's out of everything this person has ever seen. So since it's not only two nouns, you would say most because this would be more than two nouns. You're not just comparing two nouns, you're comparing more than two because you've seen maybe thousands of things in your life that you're comparing this to. Okay, so in this situation, we would say most. Now, let's look at the second example. This book is blank exciting than the last book I read. So this book is the first noun. The last book that I read is the second noun. So I can see in this sentence that only two things are being compared. Since there are only two nouns being compared, I know that I can use the word more. Okay? Some other questions that you're going to get this week for grammar are going to ask you, when do you add ER or EST at the end of an adjective? So the basic rule is simple. If you add the word more or most to a sentence, you do not add ER or EST to the adjective. Okay, so these two do not go in the same sentence together. For example, the roller coaster is the most thrillingest ride in the entire theme park. You'll notice that this person used the word most in the sentence, but they also added EST at the end of the adjective. If you are using the word most, there is no need to add EST at the end of your adjective. So if we were to rewrite this sentence, we would say, the roller coaster is the most thrilling. So we're taking out EST because we're already using the word most, so we don't need to use EST. So we're taking it out. The most thrilling ride in the entire theme park. Now, sometimes you would flip it and you would keep the EST and take out most if it makes sense. So you really have to listen to it to help you out there, but most of the time, if you're not sure what to do, I'd say your safest bet would be to keep either most or more and take out EST and ER. Okay, so just like how we did in this example. Last thing that you're going to have in your grammar worksheets this week is the coordinating conjunctions. So coordinating conjunctions are words that you put between two sentences to combine them. We've done this before. Remember, you can either put and, but, or, because. Okay, really simple. This worksheet that you'll get at some point in this week just wants you to make two sentences into one. So let's look here. I like to eat pizza. It tastes good. We want to make this into one sentence. So we want to take out this period and put something right here in the middle to make it one sentence. So we can say, I like to eat pizza Now we have to combine it. We have to put a coordinating conjunction between the two sentences. So I can say because, I'll change the color of the word because. Let's make it blue. Because it tastes good. So all I did was I added a coordinating conjunction to make it one sentence instead of two. That's pretty much it for this week. So just a little recap. You're gonna have to know when to use more or most. You're gonna have to know when to use ER and EST. Usually you don't, especially if you have most or more in the sentence, you don't. And you're gonna have to know how to combine two sentences. That's pretty much it. Remember to ask me questions if you're still confused.